This is a very serious problem. They're laughing at this president around the world. I am by no means the world's expert, but for 3 years, I was director of the Alzheimer's Research Institute, and I saw the disaster of this disease. And I will tell everyone listening right now, here is how it goes. The decline starts like this, and then it goes like that, and then it goes like that. He's very close to the next phase. He is in the second stage of, you can say Alzheimer's disease. The symptoms are, well, let the people decide. Forgetfulness, check that. Signs of confusion, the bunny shaking hands with the air, check that. Disorientation, check that. Next, rambling, let's check that. Repeating the same statements over and over, let's check that. Making up words of his own, let's check that. This is the second stage of Alzheimer's disease. So what am I saying? I'm saying that this is a very sad situation. And the world is laughing at this man while we're at war, using Ukraine as a proxy against Russia. This is a disaster. Who is putting this poor man up there every day? The answer is those who are afraid of what replaces him. And that would be the puppet of Nancy Pelosi, Kamala Harris. People don't know what to do in this country right now. Now we look at what the king is doing. The king is stumbling. The king is bumbling. The king is mumbling. The White House itself is crashing into itself. And yet the naked corruption that we see, the border being broken that we see, the spending on military equipment, which is out of control, the spending on illegal immigrants, which is out of control. And what can we do when we have a man who is mentally disabled like this? I say that, Mike, I have an answer. It's simple. And it doesn't apply only to Joe Biden. It should be for any leadership position. All of us know that there are biomarkers for diabetes, which would be glucose. It's a biomarker for diabetes. People get blood tests. If your blood glucose is high, the doctor says you're at risk for diabetes. Control your diet, exercise, etc. We know that cholesterol is a marker of one's risk of cardiovascular disease. If your LDLs or HDLs are off, the doctor says take anti-cholesterol meds or run a lot more, eat, less sugar. There are markers now for Alzheimer's disease. There are markers for this. There are tau proteins. There are amyloid plaques that appear. They can be tested now. And I believe Biden, for the sake of himself and the nation, must be tested for Alzheimer's disease, as well as all the other leadership over the age of 75. Nancy Pelosi, I don't think she's all there. So now we have a nation in disarray run by people who are mentally off, and people don't know what to do about it because waiting in the wings is someone who is worse than him. Biden is actually a centrist compared to Kamala Harris, I would say.